Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Tuesday, the 20th of February. Grant Robertson says he's leaving behind a strong Labour team. The former Finance Minister and Deputy Prime Minister has today announced he's quitting politics and will become Otago University's Vice-Chancellor. Robertson says it was hard to tell leader Chris Hipkins he was going, but he says that's not because he believed it would make the party vulnerable.
The reason it was hard is Chris is my mate. I've been in politics with him before 2008 when we came in here. It's hard in these places because you build up such strong friendships and bonds, but I've got absolute confidence in Chippy and Carmel.
Reactions to Robertson's departure have differed from New Zealand First top ministers. Leader Winston Peters says he's left the country in debt and didn't manage the pandemic well.
The handling of that was a disaster. And that's why, as time goes by, the inquiry will find that out. And the level of indebtedness was massive.
Shane Jones says he and Robertson had ideological differences, but he has no complaints about their time working together.
And I wish him well. It's unbecoming to say anything negative.
Fens will be scaling back numbers on the Port Hills from tomorrow as they dampen remaining hotspots in Christchurch. About 100 firefighters are out today, working without helicopters for the first time since the fire burst into life last Wednesday. Almost 5 millimetres of rain fell overnight and temperatures dropped down to 9 degrees. Incident Commander Steve Kennedy says cooler weather over the next few days will help.
It looks okay up until the weekend where the temperatures are going to go back up again. So we'll be working hard between now and then to make sure that we can eliminate all those hot spots that we've identified.
Ambulance charities are scrambling for funds, and St John's been trimming budgets by running fewer ambulances when workers are sick or on leave. Wellington Free Ambulance is also stretched thin to pay for fuel and staff. CEO David Robinson says he'd like more government support.
We've got to make sure that we hold up our end of the bargain as well. But it's clearly not enough, and I do support conversation around fully funding the ambulance service.
Prime Minister Chris Luxon today said a government-run ambulance system would be a disaster. A rookie minister's been forced to apologise to the House after giving ropey answers to MPs earlier this month. NZ First Casey Costello came under fire over selecting an option in paperwork from officials for looking into the idea of freezing tobacco excise. She denied she'd sought official advice on such a policy. Before question time, Costello made a personal statement about that answer.
I acknowledge that there is confusion arising from my understanding of the differentiation between seeking specific advice and accepting advice being offered. I had no intention of misleading the House, and I apologise for any confusion.
To sport, and the Warriors have confirmed they're appealing as young interchange forward Zion Maiu'u faces a 4-game ban following the NRL pre-season loss to the Wests Tigers. Maiu'u, yet to debut in first grade, was sent off for shoulder-to-head contact on Tigers centre Declan Casey. Former world golf number 2 Hideki Matsuyama is back in the world top 20 for the first time in a year after his PGA Tour Genesis Invitational win. And William Byron has won NASCAR's signature race, the Daytona 500, for the first time. I'm Raylene Ramsey. That is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.